Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Gonna continue the journey from where we left off yesterday in day 2 of our gameplay. We pretty much covered the starting tutorial section, day 1, and I think we kind of just finished the tutorial part where we ended up in the first city on Alpha Centauri, where we had to go meet with a constellation, and obviously join them in a sense there to start looking after where these artifacts come from and what they do. We got our first ship, which seems to be a lone ship. We don't know if we're going to keep it yet. We also got our robot friend, but we still need to unload some items from him that we've looted, we've gathered and sold. We sold most of the loot. Just forgot to get some loot from our robot friend and unload that, because it doesn't seem that you can sell, unless I haven't figured it out yet, sell from the robot. You can sell loot from your own inventory and from your ship's inventory. So we're gonna unload him quickly, and we're gonna continue with the main storyline there from Constellation and see how this adventure unfolds. So here we go. Let's continue where we left off today. I've also added just to see, because I still have a bit of older graphics cards running on a 1070 Ti, which seems to be the minimum.
Can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Just to finish what I was trying to say, I don't want to interrupt the cutscene there. So I forgot that you can see from the Xbox, if you press Windows key G, you can add your performance to the top there. You'll see my GPU is running at 100%. It is suffering. This game is really resource hungry. So that's 1070 Ti that I have from Nvidia. It's a gigabit brand. And then I'm running an AMD Ryzen 9 9700X, 32 gigs of G-Skill RAM, Asus ROG Strix motherboard, and I've got a pretty fast Gen 4 NVMe that I'm running the game
is
from.
there something wrong?
I see it doesn't show the FPS. I'll have a look at it just now, but let's go on a little bit. I want to see what happens with our performance a bit.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Okay, I'm not sure we did this yesterday, but I might have interrupted when I stopped the stream. Here we go, we got frames 40. So we are struggling a bit, and I am running the graphics on this rig. For those that's interested, game runs pretty smooth on this, but you can see most of my graphics I had to set to low. Particles I put up to medium just to give it a bit better look, and then film grain I completely put off because that takes that pixelated movie look, cartoonish movie look away from it. But this seems to be the way that we can run it in 1080. So it's time definitely for a graphics card upgrade. Not sure if I want to go NVIDIA or Radeon yet. I'm still trying to check it out, but we will probably do that in the close to short future. Okay, let's see how this goes. Have a look at what we got here. So we're definitely going to change over to this backpack. Translate backpack. Yes, we did favorite all the guns yesterday. Got our first purple item. Sweet. I think we are pretty much ready. Oh, that actually shows you a new item. Got a large key. What we're supposed to use. Okay. Maybe it's just the item that we can put in a room or something in our house or what. Let's check under our skills. We did assign all of the. Oh, we got 2 points to assign. Definitely weightlifting for that extra weight. I think we want something for oxygen. Let's go with fitness for now, just to get that bit of extra oxygen for that. We're a bit overloaded. Okay.
Yeah? So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to. We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together. You've done this before, eh? Wise words. If we watch each other's backs, we'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can
Had to
disperse
ask.
from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means. Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Okay.
It's been
so-
quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the iPhone.
Ready, Walter.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
You don't fool me for a moment, Walter.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet. Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Okay.
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there. if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I might go wait a little bit and just take a tour here quickly. Probably a lot of stuff lying around that you can take.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
I'll be with you in a second, Sarah. Just hold on.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Okay. Oh look, here's the watch case. We have a storage, okay, so we also have a storage in our room, which is nice. Okay, I think let's go continue the story here so we can store stuff here. Empty. We'll meet up this lady downstairs. Are you coming?
Walter, you don't have...
Frames is not doing too bad. It's dropped to about 40 on here, but we'll see when you get into like combat or the more details. Ah, look at that frame drop. Just check exactly because we're gonna take a tour here. Guys, got a few side quest activities. Okay. I think okay, we probably have to exit the top there.
Swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits.
Maybe not a bad idea.
And you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
Yeah, why not? Let's join there and get some
Just
nice
need
missions.
to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh,
Okay.
you got a bounty? Well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join.
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
Orientation.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
End of Earth. Oh. Okay, so you can read all about it here. 1, 2. Wonder what the big red button does.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
Don't ever take the Sarah chick to a movie.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Our armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably wounded the settled systems. There were times I felt that it would never end.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
Quite cool how this is done, like how you can land a weapon. Oh, look at this mech. Wonder if we're gonna be able to use these. Probably not.
I bring her here
In the midst of the
every
colony
day
war,
to stare
a
at
different
this
kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history.
Terramorph.
Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
Okay, so we got a little bit of Starship Troopers going on as well. Oh wow.
All 4 of my last science papers have been on Terramorphs.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xenoweapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
Okay.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
Would have been lovely to kind of have a tour like this before you choose your perks.
No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
This is pretty good looking armor. Looks a bit more red, more metally. Alright, what are we supposed to do here again? Let's just see here quickly.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Okay. I'll try.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. Of course. You'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there.
That's pretty cool.
While I can't answer that question directly, I will say this. Due to the solitary nature of our work, resourcefulness is a critical tool in any Vanguard pilot's repertoire. You're permitted, even encouraged, to use whatever tool you're able to find in there. The simulator is designed to be a near-perfect replica of a Class B Deimos hoplite, the United Colony's standard destroyer model. It's been tuned to provide a challenging but fair fight against the enemy squadrons you'll encounter inside.
I'm not gonna bother saying that because I
Good
do want to
hunting.
do this. Another vault door.
Copy Jemison.
This is the Mark 18 flight simulation chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a height. Detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 1 reached. Initiating Tier 2.
You've noticed I set all my weapons power
New
on,
targets active.
some shield on.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3.
Put some more into shields there just in case.
New targets active.
Let's keep.
You won't defeat us. Target defeated.
All targets
Ah, good. We level up from this. That's good.
Tier 3 reached.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers.
Okay, let's give it a go. Why not? Optional, record your score by exit. Perfect. Next time.
Resuming the examination.
New targets active.
Damage sustained. Target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5.
Alrighty then. Go.
New targets active.
directly drops says here, your ship will explode. It's out to repair your ship, okay? It's just like healing.
Halting simulation. You have passed, applicant. You may proceed to the exit hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the simulation's control terminal.
Okay, I think we'll call it there. We have met our match, I think. Still press out to repair your ship, but we just did a delayed message. What do we have to do here now? Okay, so that's just if you want to restart it. We go out the vault door here. Exit. Oh, so this seems to be 6 tiers. Maybe we can come back later and try and improve that.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed.
Jeez, it almost looked like she
You can head
wanted
up
to
Commander
tackle me.
Tuala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run. Good showing in there, applicant.
Okay, so speak to Commander Tuala. What is this? I don't really think it's worth looting much here.
I'm going to pretend
I
you
might have
didn't
been
just
wrong.
steal that.
Oh, okay, so we are stealing, so don't do that. This guy's running at me.
UC security, you're under arrest.
Here we
I've
go.
got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
Oh.
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there.
I messed that up, didn't I? But okay, let's see how this goes.
Any additional information. We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force. Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
So don't take anything in there. They are... This is so interesting.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. Commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Pretty unremarkable past. Not much to speak of there. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do? You UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. Are we really playing this game? The pirates, like the ones you tangled with on Vectera? Please stop pretending you have no idea what I'm talking about. On the books, they maintain combat-ready spaceborne forces to deter aggression and ensure the safety of the United Colonies. What all that fancy claptrap means is that they're the ones who fight in the wars to keep our territories secure.
I'll give them this, the responses and the storyline things are done really well.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or, you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached.
So what would have happened if I didn't steal something? That's the next question. So where down the line do you run into this guy? So do you actually have to steal something to get this to? That's quite interesting.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me? Or should I find someone else? You aren't leaving until I have an answer.
I had to take a chance there.
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
Fine,
Smart
let's join.
choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go.
Believe it or not, Sarah is still here.
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gotta be the commander's new role, huh? Going in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. Got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Yes?
Also pretty cool looking armor.
This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you. Hey.
Okay, hello. Yes, what?
Pardon.
Supposed to be doing, yeah.
Excuse me. Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow. If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment. Trust your instincts. And watch your back. At this point, whether you like it or not, you're working for me. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that? I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance, and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place. That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this, so let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. Dismissed.
Right, now where's Lieutenant?
Howdy.
Howdy.
This marker didn't actually change. It's been there since. Let's see. How do we get to the lieutenant?
Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep our T's crossed and guns loaded.
What you can do is normally with the scanner, it's supposed to show you where you're supposed to go. So this just shows us what's going on in the docks. Won't go through any of these doors.
Hey.
But let's just go back to the might have missed something here in the main control room.
Hello.
Question, I'll speak to Commander Twala. Soft. In fact, that's my right pointer. Yeah.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find. I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
But what if I enjoy being a pirate? Where's that question?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
We can pull out a couch, you can tell me all about it.
Then you'll understand why it's so important that this operation is successful. Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right.
Right about that.
We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
Really doesn't want to talk about it. I got it.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Okay, let's take the question because somehow it doesn't jump it. Gotta go to sit. I wanna kind of see if we can finish joining them.
Yes?
But I think to get out of here, we're probably gonna have to.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Now, if I take something here, you're gonna lock me up again. Aha, the door is open.
After you, Captain.
Thank you, Sarah. This is the shortest lived prison experience. Locked? Oh, I want to see outside. Oh, how good is that? Okay. Probably the big. Oh, there's. Go back to this. Course. Very. Oh wow, that's like not warping or anything, just straight landing. Okay, let's go back to the place where the incident happened by incarceration. Short-lived incarceration. And
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered first?
I don't know about me being in prison from stealing from this office. Okay, great stuff.
So these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
4 out of 6.
I like the fire, applicant. Let's get into it. So, looking at the data, checked out a few of the murals. Good. A test of preparation and thoroughness. Two traits the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that waiver's some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed?
10 years, huh? Wow. Huh. It is under the table like to operate anything. I wonder.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
When it's citizenship. Or we buy a house down the line. Seeing that Constellation is based here as well. Not a bad idea.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by
Oh, here we go.
Vectera! I can't believe it! Is it you? Is it really, really you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, Constellation's shining star of stars.
Aren't you the guy from Skyrim?
Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. There's no maybes about it. I have an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see with that halo on your head. Although at first, I wasn't sure if it was just the glare. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be.
Oh, wow, okay. There's some choices here.
Me too. I was minding your business as well. Visualizing it, dreaming it, and tending to it like a garden in bloom. And now here it is.
I was
our
minding your
first
business as
spring.
well.
Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
Oh, this is one of our perks we choose. We want to sign him as
You
a crew member.
won't be disappointed.
And he's gonna give us some gifts, supposedly. He's got scavenger on there, which is not a bad thing. Hey. He's already been. What is the... I wonder what the... ship's crew, because I saw one of the smaller ships we could buy is only get 2 crew. Do this here quickly under Frontier. It can only take 2 crews, so this is interesting. We got 3 people on there now. Oh, this is the swearing in from those other guys I saw earlier, probably.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy? I guess I'll take it. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the spirit.
We need some action.
Head down to the
Been
space
doing a
port
lot
and
of
talk to Crew
talking.
Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
What can I help you?
4,800 credits. Okay, now that that's done, let's see here quickly. Excuse me. So we got 25k credits already. So some of those ships are close to 75k, 100k, so probably gonna roll the frontier for a while. Let's just check on our quest here quickly. So here's the grunt work. Gotta do that. I do want to just check what we still have to do. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Would have been lovely if it, especially the ones here that's like done, if they just moved it to a different section out of the way. I don't know why. You're supposed to see all of it here. Maybe we can just go main faction. I mean, those are completed. That's beautiful. Why not have it active and it's there more? No, that's it. The old faction missions. We got the main one. All of that is done. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Sarah's contact. Let's do this quickly as well and get this out of the way.
Head down to the
What we
spaceport and speak to
originally
Crew
came
Chief
for,
Roth.
yeah.
He'll get you where you need to go. Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something. You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
That's nice, because we have to go to Sidonia anyway for that undercover work we have to do. Get into the Crimson Fleet.
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like. You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that. It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. Good luck out there, Vanguard.
Okay, I guess he's done talking to me. Just had enough. That's fine. And where did Sarah disappear to? Okay, she just ran off. Great stuff. Okay, so we are done with this. So we gotta go past this guy. Also have to speak to crew chief. What about these activities? Check out shipment. Let's do this quickly. Okay, so we're gonna go ship. Okay, let's just see the ship as well. Check out Constellation mission board. Where is that? Located. Try and stack up as many missions as we can. We never know, like we already got 2 that's taking us to the same planet.
See that scientist out in front of Mast? Staring at trees.
Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
It is. Right. Previous foothold in reach, locate frozen ecosystem alpha. I guess we might as well just see if we can get all of them. Yes, we did multiple missions, that's beautiful. Look around here, what's going on here? It's like a... I'm not even gonna bother looting here. Oh wow, look at that thing's value. What is this? Well, why not? We're part of Constellation, so they don't mind us taking stuff. But price tag on that thing just persuaded me like in seconds. Or value tag, if you want to put it that way. More credits. Ooh, why is that glowing? Unlock master. Okay, cool. So it looks like there's some ranking, something that we can open some, get some better gear, obviously, and unlock some stuff. Okay, so we picked out the mission board. Scientist by choosing.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought. Does it hold some sort of special significance?
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait, you're not mocking me, right? People. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, that's... Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Else.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
Yes, so the Yumi is obviously for that's the landing port. Where's this? That's on Earth, right? Okay, all activities are starting to point in the same direction, into the ship's direction. Okay, so we'll do that there. All of them we have to pick up by the looks of it. That one is see the local map of that shit. Okay, yes, one that's close by. How far away is that? Up here.
It's nothing like an afternoon off.
So after an hour of whining, you're finally
The city is pretty big. There we go, so I ran past it here. Okay. There's one more lift.
Cool spacesuit.
Thank you, guard. Check here quickly, let's see this one. And location. Little town map of it. City map would bit nicer. the odd bend that bridge takes us to the other side here. Further away from where we have to go though, but at least the markers are showing where we should be going. Is it to the right location? Okay, it's taking us to that one, so let's maybe just go get this one. I might have just run there in a circle for nothing. Yeah, I did.
Hey there. Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight travel.
Okay, I think we... Oh, this is probably one of the other people.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits. Hello?
Right.
Wish that bartender at the viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Okay, now the mission just popped up from hearing somebody, but bartender. I have to use them as markers until we get used to this city or town or whatever it is, because can't get lost here. We became a sold a lot of our stuff.
Are currently being maintained at 9. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room. I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You did say this was important after all. Honestly, it's probably worth way more than what we're talking about.
Okay, so we can go steal it, but
Pleasure doing business with
just to get some more fighting soon and something different and talking the whole time, I'd rather just pay her.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Let's just check quickly what's happening with the quest here now. Okay, so make sure that the quest is still active.
Hi.
Yeah, apply for a job, now one popped up, okay. Definitely a Bethesda game. Lots of side quests popping up.
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really do need those sensors, and quickly.
Recent scans of the tree have suggested that a significant portion of the interior is liquefied. Obviously, some small percentage of its internal workings is always liquid, to allow for the transfer of nutrients and so forth, but this? Well, I've never seen anything like it. If it continues to increase, I'm concerned the entire tree may collapse. And I'm also worried about other secondary effects. It's too soon to speculate. I'd very much like to see the additional data before I say more. I appreciate your confidence. The sooner I have all the available data, the sooner I can make an assessment. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment.
Okay, we're waiting.
And just another moment.
Sure, why not? We'll take a thing of cooling.
It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my.
It's a good thing you brought the biosensors to me when you did.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right, particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
We do have some skill points to dish out as well. Stuff crazy about it. The princess. See what we. I would say that done some in physical, social, commerce. Five is 5% less. So that's maybe not a bad thing to get in the beginning to start building up some money. Not to worry about food and drink set. Not to worry about persuasion. That's what we have weapons for. We get more credits with kitchen containers. Pocket targets. Not too stressed about that. I don't want to look at the first line. Because you got to spend a certain amount of points in the first line before you can spend points in the second, third, etc. etc. So let's see, maybe under combat, because we're probably going to get into some combat now, or maybe some space flight. Unlock melee weapons. I'm not too stressed about melee weapons. Laser weapons. Pistols with 10% more damage. That's maybe not a bad idea. Let's go science here. Increase graph jump range and jump drives by 15%. I don't think that's too stressy at the moment for us. Get more common or uncommon. Gonna get resources from service objects, maybe not a bad one. So that's also maybe something to look at. That's also something we haven't even started researching it. We haven't got resources really yet to research anything. Also good to get. Just here. Okay. This is probably an important one to get. I'm definitely gonna get the boost back thing so we can use that for traveling. The advanced locks, also not a bad thing. Lock ship targeting functionality. I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Because that was a bit of a struggle. So maybe when you unlock more of these skills, shipping, combat, then go back to that simulator and go get that level 6 to reduce the time that you can actually buy a house. But I assume with quests and stuff it will reduce, so maybe you can get it from 10 down to 5 down to whatever. Okay, so let's have a look here quickly. This activities doesn't stop growing though, so at least we know these 3 are taking us to the same point. See how far away this bot in the 40s. There's actually resources around here. Remember something about the...
Imagine how many credits flow through this place. Figuratively, of course.
Now listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Now, who exactly are you? Really? Huh. You have your own ship?
Why did I know that was going to interest this guy?
This is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative.
Oh, really?
So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, you know, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is...
We're gonna be a debt
it's a tough
collector.
field. What I need is a ringer. Someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. If you haven't noticed, and I'm guessing you have, the settled systems is big. Like really big. Someone gets seriously underwater, they skip the system. And it's a real pain to track them down. Sad truth is, we can't track everyone down, so credit analysis always has a black eye when reporting to the higher-ups. Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen.
A Galaxy class con man. I was a little bit of a con man myself for like, I think 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's A-okay for Galbank's bottom line if you choose him. But I cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal outcome. We wanted him liquidated, we'd have put a tracker on him.
So what is there gonna be a way to sedate him, or like, you know, like a tranquilizer or a shock, knock him out or something?
Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal, just talk to him. And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their Galbank agreements.
This might actually be fun.
I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current.
Decided to take a break from exploring to collect some debts? Not exactly constellation-worthy pastime, but I'll follow your lead.
I hate to end on this note, but, you know, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Hey Sarah, I thought you said you're not concerned about what I do, as long as I help your exploration. Anyway, that's obviously the bounty hunting or debt collection. Probably, I think it's a pretty damn cool feature. So we still got that bartender situation left. Yep. Okay, so spaceport. There's the bartender. Got a few other little things we gotta do here as well. I think 2 or 3 of those.
Oh, I've always liked
2 of those
that
activities
statue.
pointed this way as well. Then obviously we got
I wonder
2
what the
quests taking
artist
us to the
was
same
trying to
planet,
represent.
which is nice already.
Yes? What?
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there.
I'm over here.
Always nice to see a new face. First time in New
There we
Atlantis.
go.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. You know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. Well, at the moment, it's what's not in it that's an issue right now. I don't have everything for the recipe. I made a deal with the hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
So this is probably where smuggling and more stealing comes in.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
I'm actually gonna say
Yeah,
no for a change.
sure. Right.
Well, at least for now.
Okay. I totally get it. I can't even believe I suggested it. I can wait the 18 months until they release it.
Yes, you can.
Probably. It'll be fine. Just, if you change your mind, let me know, okay? You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. See you around.
Come back to this lady later on when we maybe become a bit more smugglers. Mission board. Okay, what is this mission board? It's a normal mission board. Okay, what we gotta kill the pirate rover on time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Time limits. Today's time on some of these things. I'll take this one definitely because no time limit. Okay, we'll come back later and come grab some more of these. Okay, so this is just so that you can sort out bounties. We got a bounty. Alright, let's see what else we got left here quickly. Gonna untick that. That's gonna take right back to the rails. I think we're gonna skip that one for now. Let's go to the part where we gotta go look at the our ship's inventory. So We are at the spaceport. And the dock should be over this direction, yeah. I'd really love to get Sarah on the ship and get her to stay there. Okay, to get a bit easier on the running for oxygen.
Keep moving, right through the checkpoint.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Where's our robotic friend? Now let's go and check our ship's inventory.
Should I warm up the engines?
Oh look, there's our adult fan behind on the seats already. I don't understand how the ship says two. Okay, so I assume the crew is except for you, so it can actually take 2 crew, including you. So we'll look at this. Let's go to our inventory here quickly. I store that. You see, there's one of those things I was talking about. You get a quest item that you can't store, but that's fine, so it does keep track of it. You don't have to stress about that. Quest item as well. Okay. I looked up my ship's inventory. Did we go like this? Cargo. That's how we gotta look at it.
As the hero of Vectera, you need your own comic book, your own cartoon, your own theme song. We have got to make this happen.
We gotta check for that crate that they loaded on, so we actually need to physically maybe see it down below. No.
Hey, no loitering.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? I apologize for snapping. No, I'm definitely not all right. I've got work to do at the embassy. And our overly diligent security officer over there won't let me enter the city. Claims I need a diplomatic visa, which I have never needed before in all the time I've visited New Atlantis. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Okay. For the money. Hmm. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herat. Pleasure to be working with you. It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite. In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there. My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out? I honestly didn't realize it had people living on it until we got your recorder. Report they gave us seemed clean. No known hostile outposts. But I wouldn't say that's permission to let your guard down. Just watch out for wildlife and pirates. Keep those med packs handy and you'll be fine. Nothing too dangerous, if that's your concern. The repair suite's mostly just wiring and circuit boards. The welcome kit has some goodies in there I wouldn't leave sitting around when company comes to visit. But it's nothing some proper storage can't make safe. Then I won't keep you. Make us look good out there, recruit.
Okay. Now, much better that I put all the... That shows us all of the waypoints that we have. I do want to still do the one where we need to speak to the sergeant here quickly.
Oh, Captain. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm Sergeant Yumi. You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? No. Thank you. I appreciate the interest. If you change your mind, please don't hesitate to come back. Have a good day.
Okay. We'll do that later on. Okay, let's get to our ship and see that cargo that they've loaded.
Off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now! It's so cool!
Going. check the inventory now. Let me just see what they say here quickly. No. How many times? I'm not sure what I'm missing here, but let's go all and just all down here. Go us. Bunty. Okay, not sure about that quest, what the hell they want us to do there, but just show VR, show all targets. No, show only active targets. Okay, so maybe I just gotta take that comms repair. Yeah. Okay, so we had to pick that up actually out of the inventory. Then let's go have a look see here. I think we're gonna get into space and go do something else for a change now. And do some of these activities later again. This is like side distractions. We gotta do this Sidonia thing. Ask about that person. Gotta go to Sidonia anyway for the pirate faction. Like a player. These are just things that will happen as we go along. Something we can do along the line. More survey. Okay, bounty. So I think the one we're gonna put on for now is, let's go with our main story. Make sure that this one is on. Before we venture off, I'm just gonna take a quick 1-minute break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's go on. See if we can go to that planet we're supposed to be going to go up with the pirates.
Lifting off now. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
Right, so map, escape. Some more to get to the. Gotta go to something at Seoul. But that's just to go to the London. Okay, there's Sidonia. This is where we want to go. Yes. Jump. Okay, so this is where we gotta use our grav drive. So we gotta put some more take out of weapons maybe. And just push into our grav drive so that can have power to jump.
Nice jump. Right on target.
Oh, we are being attacked. And we want to get into weapons quickly.
Taking fire. We've blown out their grav drive.
Where are you?
Wrong place, wrong time. Their ship's grav drive disabled.
Nice to just jump into the action into a system. Okay. Anybody else wanting to attack us here? That was very quick to have to change into our weapons. We can maybe take. Obviously, we're going to be able to put more of these things in. Because, like in the simulator, we had a much more points to put into these things. So that should be. We upgrade ships, and better components, and so on. Oopsie. Can we loot that? Get an external gear to see easier, maybe. Okay. Not too stressed about that. Let's see what is this here. Okay, here we go. Look at these markers here quickly. What are they all? Press E, settler. Oh, color. Narcissists. Okay. Right, so. Scan this planet on the map. Hold R. Water, chlorine, lead and why would it change like that? I surveyed Estonia and it's landing.
Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
sure we're not getting anything unnecessary here. Go compare. This is, let's go to our inventory. Oh, it's gonna take some getting used to. They're the same except for the bottom two plus 5 health. We stored that last night, so we're gonna store this. Got some more ammo for all the different guns. Good, 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 good. We're gonna have miscellaneous, okay. Alright, I think we're good to go. Finally made it to the ship. Oh, she's coming with. I hope you've got a gun.
What a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
What does this do? Okay. Cargo link. Okay, wait. Gotta use the stairs here. Let's see if we can scan and pick up anything on the hands here. Some lead down here somewhere. Man, this looks amazing.
Leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Game is pretty good so far. I think the price tag, yeah, probably better options to go Game Pass. Get the upgrade. It's obviously the cheaper way of getting the game, but you guys really want to just own the game.
You run a tight ship here on Sidonia.
Definitely don't think it was really worth getting the premium version. Except if you wanted to play it a few days earlier.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to Reliant. Dr. Flynn will get you patched up.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent?
Found a clutch of heat leeches.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking.
And I think we've only touched on a very, very small part of this game so far.
It's depressing.
So
How's it going? Can I help you?
get upstairs somehow. Okay, let's should show us which way to go. Here we go. Follow the breadcrumb arrows.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here.
Take care of your ship.
Mission boards. Yeah, what kind of missions we have here? Now, how am I gonna do these missions if I gotta join these guys? I'm not gonna be happy about that.
So we struck oil?
Keep it simple or keep to yourself, and everyone will be happy. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. You don't guess. You know that. And you better know it if you want to keep drinking in my bar.
Not very friendly. Mm-hmm.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say? Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? Yeah, I get your point. And maybe he's not gonna get found. I'm out the cash either way. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Maybe we can work something out. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Pardon? I could use a break.
Okay, so our first successful persuasion. It'll obviously be easier if we put some more skills into that. Don't have any skill points. Come on, we need to hit another level. So let's just check up on our quest here quickly. Go to Venus, okay. Let's just check on our pirate mission as well. What the hell was that?
How's the saying go? Show no mercy, leave no quarter?
Cool armor, like it.
How goes? If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Here's an idea. Why don't you shout that louder so everyone at UC Security hears? Either show me what you're trying to unload or get the hell out of here. Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC Security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you. Venus?
Okay. Wonder what happens if you steal something on Mars. Ugh, what am I doing? Let's go all the way out quickly. And okay.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs.
How much that was pretty good on the credits, so we can spend a bit here and there for manipulating persuasion. Manipulation and persuasion.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Everybody's got some money they need back.
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Okay. We know we can't go down here, so we gotta go around here. Oh, you see if it's got a red tag, I assume it means stealing.
Sidonia's nuts.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that?
Who is the smart one, this one?
What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler?
Oh, right, yes, yeah, that
Sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Hmm? Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. No way! I'm already working my fingers to the bone! Well, I might be able to cash in a few of my Deimos shares.
Oh, there we go.
I suppose. It's just that, well, I didn't have much of a choice. Oh, come on! This isn't about money. It's about making an example out of me. Ah. I know Adler's paying you to lean on me. So, you're just doing your job. But I swear, I've got nothing left. Okay? If I give you the last of my credits, my family starves. I can't afford to do that. I won't do that. I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family. Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the Spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around.
I didn't want to beat this guy just because he lied to me.
Ah, no! Get away from me!
Only one point of
Okay, we shouldn't have done that, I guess. Come on, I don't have any healing. This is a bad idea. Okay, well, we had to... I couldn't help myself. We had to try that. Let's see what happens if we get killed. Okay, we get to do it over again. No. Maybe. Yes. No.
Peace be with you.
Okay, so it loaded our last save by the looks of it. Let's see if we can be a bit more lucky with the persuasion this time, because I think I maybe just chose one option wrong there.
Hey, slow down. I don't even know what you're talking about. Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines.
I'm gonna skip about that. I'll go back and tell Adus as well.
Hey now. Oh.
Yes, that Adler,
I told him
yes.
I'd pay up next week when...
Okay.
come on. Look, I have...
Perhaps he's...
What games? What? Sure. I guess I
Yeah,
could
up to
ask
2
for a
blocks
7-day
there.
shift. I don't know. You don't
That's
know
where
what
I
you're
messed
talking
up again. Damn, I should have stuck with that one in.
Well, I might be able to cash in a few of my daemons.
Okay, you shouldn't have racked up a little bit. Okay, so there must be a way you can... There we go.
I don't think so.
Oh. So this is... Skills are not good enough for this, I guess.
I know Adler's paying you to lean on me. If I give you the last...
We're just gonna have to go with this
Holy
one.
crap. Really?
Yes, you lying bastard.
You do that for me? Wow. Thank you. For everything.
Good work with the bartender. Won't be the last time you'll be hustling information in some spaceport.
Are you happy, Sarah?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. You've got to have at least a
Report any injuries I may cause to my supervisor.
Maybe not bad to get into a little bit of social skills there, especially for early game as well. It makes things easier, cost you a lot less money.
Layla's been going on about the heart of...
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a
It makes
natural
me
at
lie.
this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Okay. Get some good XP from this mission stuff. Let's check what we are doing here now from a mission perspective. So on our main quest, gotta go to Venus still. That's one we should do. It's still too early days, I guess, so let's go a little bit further down the Crimson Fleet mission.
My buddy Mitchell was asking if I could help him out with something.
get this shit moving.
Yes, my captain?
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Okay, how far away is this?
Wow. Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
So that's the notorious Navamora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
Well, I don't have a choice. Well, I guess I do, but... Okay.
Pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble. Please identify. We do not want any trouble. I repeat, this is Dmitry Moldavsky of the Ragana. We are unarmed and just en route to New Homestead. Please, confirm your intentions.
Kinda messed up tonight. Let's see if we can Nothing seems to be happening here.
Again, we are just a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. Please state your intentions.
We have literally lost control on that option.
Please identify. We do not want it.
Let's just go save here quickly.
Any trouble?
And then we're gonna go load again. And we'll save this one. Oh, load this one. Because we see someone seems to have lost that. There we go. E for accept.
All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Oh God, I do not know. This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are medical supply ship headed for New Homestead. We don't want any trouble. I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly? Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? Okay. Docking bay is open. Let's talk.
Okay, so it seems the Crimson Fleet has a lot more say than the cover US, what the hell ever they are called. And R dock, okay. Looks like a bulldog.
Green light to the outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay, let's go on board. I just want to check here quickly because for see of what aid we have here. Need something to restore self damages does. Do you have any like med pack? That's what we kind of want. Okay. Let's go be a pirate. Oh, so I'm upstairs when you're docking, so that's cool. He's got a gun in his hand.
I am not sure what to make of you being here.
Excuse me.
If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is not something I am going to do, not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rake. You want him? You're going to have to kill me. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You are asking me to betray my own crew. It's true. I do not know him that well. And some of what he says is suspicious. Damn. I do not really have a choice here, do I? I know you are right, but... God damn it! Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? And if I make it, I am the one who's going to have to live with it.
Come on, Dimitri, enough talk. Let's just kill this fool while we have the numbers.
Oh, it's fun being a pirate.
Taken leave of your senses.
Yes, a little
Rick
bit.
was your target. I didn't sign on to this voyage to take part in mass murder.
Oh, then you should have stayed on the ship, maybe. Persuasion doesn't work. That guy was being really stubborn. Could have saved all of them. But no. Cannot be opened. Might have a problem here. Might have to go back to just blowing up the ship. So can't do. So it seems like you have to do either persuasion or blow up the ship. So
You're looking as glorious as ever, Captain.
let's see what the quest says as well.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Come on. Oh, we gotta press E to. Something really freaking out of the looting. Just holding the E button gets you out of the seat, right? Tapping the E is supposed to be looting. I was tapping E, and for some reason it took me out of the seat. So. Okay, we can go on and containers in max capacity. How is that possible? Okay, so do it, but it's fine. But our quest line says is enter orbit. Okay, let's go map. You want to go back in there quickly? I haven't scanned this yet. Okay. We gotta try some of the evil options as well and just see how it's, you know, how it affects everything.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Our ground shielding system is down. Enemy's jump drive is offline.
Okay.
Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some
Yeah,
target
systems are right now. The systems was a bit.
Enemy's grav drive out of commission. You've taken down their shields.
I'm gonna break you open!
Okay. There you go. Okay. Yeah, our cargo is full. The ship cannot take very much, so we will have to upgrade the ship at some stage.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it
Stop
under
the ship.
control. Definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Good work, Rook. Quick, clean, and no witnesses. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Get used to it. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Well, no, we don't. But we're definitely gonna find out. Okay, so we definitely full on cargo. Let's check here quickly what's happening with our. Okay, so we're gonna report to the vigilance, and then gotta find evidence on our main quest. Okay, let's sidetrack to Venus a little bit, and I assume that's where we have to go. Let's activate that quest quick. Actual subsection of the quest. Map. Out. Venus. There's some baddies over
Hello,
there.
what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next. Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
I wish though that this is very all good and well, but it would be nice if they could. We can have like a preset or something. Maybe the ease that can just quickly set everything back to like a combat set, or because having to press left alt and WASD to quickly set all of those things is not that good.
Bless this communion that we may walk in Jananderun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Now this stealth mode, maybe with some upgrades on other ships, and I know we'll still see that, but if I want to get past authorities to smuggle stuff. Can do it with your arrows as well. Change the subsystem power. 500 meters of this.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Okay.
orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
Forget about the artifact. I want to walk the moon. What happened to Earth anyway? Okay.
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much. Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Was wasn't supposed to be dark. Okay, we kind of figured that out earlier already, but thanks for telling us now. We want shields. Engine, we're not too worried about that much. A little bit movement, but let's just scan this. Iron and helium. But dial him, nothing happened. Gonna dock with it.
Lack of love.
Let's just see what's going on in this. We got quite a bit of stuff on us. Mass is 4950. It's on the ship. Our mass 84 to 45, so we don't really have much space left. So I think let's just see what's going on here. Find any clues about Mora. Yeah, I think we're going to get a nice while, so I think we're going to end it here for now, and we'll continue from here, continue on the main quest line, continue on that pirate faction line, then maybe probably got to get back to a port or something just to get the ship cleaned out a little bit for some because our spaceship is full and we almost like quite a bit to carry on. Gotta figure out and get some more med packs maybe from the shops as well and go to a planet. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll continue with the next session, maybe till later tonight still, otherwise probably tomorrow. See if I can maybe push it a little bit later, otherwise we'll definitely continue with day 3 tomorrow. Let's just save the game here for now, and then yeah,